Okay, we proceed with video number 2, where we are looking at the second example, and it reads, Ezra buys a flat for 760,000. She pays 120,000 as a deposit and secures a loan for the balance. If she pays back the loan over 20 years, very important for us to remember, over 20 years, and the interest is calculated at 15% per annum, compounded quarterly. Another keyword, quarterly. How much will Ezra pay each month if the monthly payment starts in 1 month's time? This tells us that we have no problem, we are paying in 1 month's time. So the 3-point check, 1 is satisfied, we start paying in 1 month's time. But now when you look at the regularity of payment, this is 15% per annum, compounded quarterly, and we are paying monthly. So there is a difference. The regularity is not the same. And we also notice it's a loan being taken by Ezra. So we notice that money is received now, because for Ezra to get the car, he has to pay the money now. But he is not having it from his pocket, he is borrowing, and hence he has money now which he will pay over a period of time. So it will be a present value annuity. In this question now, there is a difference of regularity here between the way we pay and the interest is quoted compounded quarterly. So we remind you of the formula which changes effective to nominal. This formula, you need to remember it always when dealing with finance. And if we had two situations where the 1 plus IF is equal to 1 plus I to the power n over n, or that to the power n, and the same thing is also being talked about with a power m, it means this and that are equal. So we formulate that. So we are going now to substitute. We have got monthly, so it will be 1 plus, in a year there are 12 months, we divide by 12 to the power 12 is equal to, the percentage is actually quoted quarterly. So we are now trying to find how it is related to paying monthly. So we will substitute all that we have for the quarterly, and if you simplify, your I for the monthly will be 14.82%. Now substituting all that we have, there is 760,000, but we paid 120 deposit. Therefore, we have a balance of 640,000. And on the right hand side, we are going to substitute all that we know. There is X, which is what we want to find, because we want to find how much he is paying on monthly basis. So we substitute. Our I is 0.1482, which is coming from our finding or our result for I to the power 12. Then we also have our N. We are paying over 20 years, and we ask ourselves, how many months are there in 20 years? We are going to multiply by 12. 12 times 20, we get 240. So we substitute our 240, the minus is in the formula, we are substituting the n. And when you simplify and solve for x, you will get 8,342.46 per month. Please, this has to be written as well, because this is per month. I hope you will understand this when you listen to this video. I'm now looking at example number 3. James takes out a loan of 62,500 at an interest rate of 12% per annum, compounded quarterly. A. If James makes quarterly payments that start immediately, another very important word here, immediately, calculate the value of each payment to amortize the loan after a full 10 years have passed, that is, after 41 payments from now. Very important. Now, in this case, we can also see that it is a present value annuity because James borrowed some money and he is going to pay quarterly. Every quarter he pays something, right? But then our interest is also quoted in compounded quarterly, which means we have no problem. That is why we have 41, because 10 years, there is 4 quarters in a year, so times 4 we get 40, but he paid immediately, so it's 41. Our N is gonna be 41. But to try to avoid the use of 41 in our formula, we can actually talk about subtracting that as a deposit. We can take it as a deposit like we did above. We subtracted 120,000 and we got a balance. So if you pay immediately, we also subtract that X. Although it is going to be the same throughout, we subtract it from the 62,500 that we borrowed. And this is where you notice that we are now saying 62,500 minus X. We are saying our first installment, we take it as a deposit. Then we substitute, it's no longer going to be a 41 because this has been subtracted. So it's like you have only borrowed 62,500 minus the money that you paid immediately. So when you again substitute and solve, remember we are doing quarterly, so it's 0.12 over 4, and this has to be quarterly, so it's 40 in 10 years. So we also substitute our I, and when you solve for X, you get 2,591.77 per quarter. Very important, per quarter. Part B is saying we need to, how much interest did James pay over the 10-year period? We are talking about the interest. So the interest is actually given by payment made. So we were paying 2,591.77 times 41 because we paid 1 as a deposit, so it's 41. So minus the loan that we took from the bank, and this is the interest that was paid by Ezra, or rather it's James, by James. We are going to do classwork exercise 3, numbers 3, 5, and 7. Thank you very much.